Hey, it's Cody. This is part one of what's going to be a few video series of me going through my decks and getting rid of a bunch of them. Recently, if you've watched any of my videos, I've been talking about how I'm just in a bad mood lately, and I have too many decks. I don't like it. It makes me feel gross. And like honestly embarrassed that I even have amassed this many. I've been reading tarot for a long time, guys, but it still just feels the accumulation of decks that I have, really for the most part, has been in the last like 5 years or so. I mean, I've been reading for, I don't know. I'm not doing the math right now, 24 years or something like that. But for the most part, getting all of these decks has been a much more recent thing. And I don't like it. So, okay. This is probably going to contain like embarrassing decks that I have. I have not looked at them. I don't know how many videos this series is going to end up having. But basically it's just me sitting down and going through all my fucking decks and deciding if I like them or not, or, putting them in like a maybe pile. I have not looked through these. So I just opened up a drawer that has a bunch of them in there and I grabbed about half. So I don't even know, man. Might have to explain myself on some of these. I don't know. Okay, this is from a drawer with, I don't really know, but a lot of these are decks that I've had for a longer time. A longer amount of time. So a lot of these are ones that I have crocheted bags for. So yeah, please excuse the state of some of those too. All right, this, I don't know if you can already tell from this. This is the Mother Peace Tarot. Now, this deck has its problems. It really does. At the time that it came out, it was a really big deal that it was like including other cultures. But it was made by white ladies. So it by today's standards, it's a problem. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wanted this deck because I was like, well, it's kind of a, I hate this card. It's kind of a, classic. Like, realistically, I don't ever use it, but would I be upset if I got rid of it and just didn't have it? We're starting out strong, and this is one that's going to go in the maybe pile. Do I use this? No. Am I ever going to use it? No. But, like, you're about to get to know me and how annoying I am in this video, I think, more than maybe you wanted. Also, I'm going to just be throwing these decks on the floor. So, that was a deck hitting the floor. Okay. This... It's a horribly made bag that I made for a deck called the Seapod Tarot. And I got this off, I think it was Game Crafter, a long time ago. But, again, okay, you're going to notice that I just don't use a lot of these decks, but also I'm not going to get rid of them, which is fucking annoying. I was thinking as I was setting up the camera for this, like, am I in a bad mood today? Am I going to get rid of things that I'm going to regret, later? But, actually, no, maybe I'm in a good mood today, and like, oh, I'm gonna keep these. But, like, I was not planning on getting rid of this. Look how cute she is. Yeah, I got this deck. I was trying to connect more with a water element, but I barely use it. Also, I'm not getting rid of it, so this is gonna go, when I threw that one deck on the floor, I don't know what I was imagining happening with the other one, so I guess I gotta throw this one farther. Okay, that's the keep. Alright, this one is... I think this is the Wooden Tarot. No, what the hell is... You guys, it's an Owl Tarot or Tarot of Owls or whatever. I have been looking for this deck to get rid of it. Why is it in this bag? I thought that was the Wooden Tarot. Okay, well... Yeah, this is another one of those decks I've bitched about before. It's one of those Llewellyn ones. I don't like the brightness of the colors. I like the idea of owls, but the colors make it feel cheap. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the deck, this was not a particularly expensive tarot deck. I mean, it's pretty much what tarot decks go for now. But, they literally could have just colored this different and had it feel better. Like, I'm not even talking about the cardstock. I'm just saying the way that it looks. Like, if this wasn't this... Crayola color ass shit, and like this is something Llewellyn is encouraging artists to do, because I was excited for a deck oh shit, the Bee Tarot or something like that. And all of the artists' artwork was beautifully like muted, earthy tones and stuff. I was really excited. And then luckily I didn't pre-order it, and I waited, and it came out, and I watched a walkthrough, and it was colored really bright too. So yeah. This is definitely a get rid of. I've literally been looking for this. The reason I couldn't find it is because I thought it was the wooden tarot in this bag. So that is going. All right, what do we have next here? This, I believe, is called the Cerise Tarot. I think it's French for cherry. I might be saying it wrong. This is an indie deck that I got from MakePlayingCards.com. I really like this deck. It's kind of weird and abstract. I love it in the fall. In fact, I forgot about it, and I'm probably going to keep it out now. Just pretend like this was also in my September decks video. Yeah. 100% not getting rid of this. Oh, look at that High Priestess. Not getting rid of this. I got this, I think, last year. Yeah, I love this, and I'm keeping it. Shit, what was my keep pile? Oh. I'm not going to be able to get up out of this chair. All right. Here we have the Nocturne Oracle, a deck that I've recently featured in my decks that I wish had keywords video. So that might lead you to believe that I'm not going to keep this deck, but that would be incorrect because I am, in fact, keeping this. Even though I don't use it. Sorry, I'm trying not to talk forever about these because, like, I got a huge stack right here. Sustain. You're probably cringing hearing these decks hit the floor. Here's the Melanated Classic Tarot. I'll open this to give you a look, but I am 100% keeping this. I need to make it a bag, or you know what? I could probably... Well, no, it deserves it. It's its own bag. This is a redrawn Rider-Waite-Smith, in which all of the people are black. I love this deck. I believe that it's still, I think it's still available for purchase or maybe pre-order or something. Actually, I'm not sure of the status of this deck right now. This, I think, is first edition, so I don't know if some things have changed on it or not. But yeah, I am 100% keeping this. I don't really want to throw this one because the box is very, like, I don't know how to explain it. Oh, shit. Fuck, the box opened. Alright, I'm not dealing with that right now. This is, shit, what's it even called? This deck is out of print. I am keeping it. I cannot remember what this deck is called. Oh my god. There's another deck that came out that looks very similar. Oh my god, I can't believe I can't remember this. No, I don't know. I don't know what this deck is called. Ultimately, I think it doesn't matter because it's not like you could like look for it and buy one, but fuck. Yeah, I have no idea what it's called. But I do really, I don't use this deck that often, but this is definitely one that I remember is in my collection and I use for specific readings. This is one of those decks that I don't use if I was going to read for somebody else. This is my own, like, personal thing. God, what is it called? Fuck. Wow, this is going to bother me. I don't know if anyone even cares what it's called now. I'm just upset. I can literally picture the guidebook, but not with what the title says on it. I'm keeping this. All right. Now we're on one that I don't already know before I open it. The Zillich or Zillich Tarot or something. Okay, it's in a tin. I don't know if there is one that's not in a tin. Like, I think this is the only one of it. This is also a deck. I must have had a dream or something where this deck was missing, like, the Ace of Wands or something, and I believed it. So I didn't use this deck for, like, 3 years because I thought it was missing a card. But then I looked at it and the card was actually in there. This deck has all of its cards, so I don't know what was going on. I believe there's an Oracle deck now that goes with this, which I'm kind of interested in, but also, like, I don't use this deck that often. Usually in the spring is when I pull it out. Like, if I didn't have this deck, I would live, okay? But would I be sad living without this? Shit, man. I don't know. We'll put this in the maybe. Yeah. I'll put this in the maybe pile. Looking at it now, there's things that I like about it. I don't know. For this magician, how cute. Yeah, we'll put this in maybe. Jesus. All right, this is another one. I don't know. Some of these, like, I know as I'm reaching for them if I want to keep them or not, and some of them I don't know, man. Now this is the Liminal Spirits Oracle. Here's the thing with this deck. I love the artwork. I have another deck by the same creator, Laura Tempest Zakroff, that I also feel, shit, I don't remember what it's called, Witches Objects or some shit like that, I don't remember. Oh Jesus. As much as I like the idea of this deck and I love the artwork, realistically I don't ever use this. Nor do I use the other one. I'll pull it out and I'll be like, man, I need to use this. Like, I need to use this more often. But when I do actually pull it out, I only keep it out for like a day or two. I'm like, okay, this can go back away. Is this, I mean, I still have the box and everything for this. I don't know. Fuck, Burial Ground. Sorry, these cards are massive, and honestly, for no reason. You know, if this deck was smaller, I think that I would be more apt to use it. Fuck. You know what? I wish I'd kind of thought about this. I would have grabbed both of the decks by the same creator, and been like, okay, are these... Nah, they don't really compare to each other very well. Never mind. This is gonna go in maybe. See what I'm doing right now is I'm making this a later problem, but like, I don't know. You know what? I think maybe I'll get the maybe pile decks out and use them for a little bit to really decide if it's something that I want to deal with, okay? All right, what is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh. Very shiny. This is like laminated. This is one of those, as soon as Rider-Waite-Smith turned however old and it became like public domain, these like shops started popping up that were doing them in a bunch of different colors. And I'm not really sure what struck me one day that I was like, I need to have this like purple and blue one. I mean, I feel like the mood might strike me to grab this. Like, it's Rider-Waite-Smith, but it's fancy. Man, I don't, like, am I just making excuses to keep shit? I mean, I have used this actually for other people before. Have I used it for myself, though? Man, I don't know. How does this shuffle? Does this shuffle shittily? I don't even remember. Also, I'm a bad shuffler. I have, like, rheumatoid arthritis and also very small hands. So, like, other people can shuffle things that I cannot. Oh. Okay, it does shuffle. Shit. Okay, I was like, well, if this shuffles like shit, I'm gonna put it in the get rid of pile. But, it actually shuffled really nice. Well, if it wasn't on a shiny surface like this. This is just the bare-ass table. Sorry, I didn't try and make this video look cute, but this video is business. This would have fanned nice, too. Fuck. Okay. You know what? We'll keep this. Like, here's the thing. It's not like this is the only time I can get rid of decks, right? I could decide, like, next week. Actually, I don't like this. You know, okay, I'm not going to do that, but... oh, shit. That bounced really far. Okay. I know what this is, and I feel like I can't get rid of it. Okay. This is my crusty old Deviant Moon. Like, literally, this was first edition. And I tried to trim the edges, and they did such a shitty job. Like, it's horrible. I did end up getting a borderless one just within the past year. But something about this, something about Deviant Moon Tarot, I feel like taught me to read the tarot in a way that other decks had not. Does this say what date it came? God, I'm so annoying with this. I'm sorry, but is it 2008? Okay, so yeah, when I got this, something about it, the guidebook specific. Okay, not even the guidebook, just a little white book. Like I don't have the big guidebook that goes with this. Something about the cards skewing negative, and it made me see, like, up until this point, I had pretty much only seen tarot cards be described in their meanings a certain way. And this almost felt like it broke the mold for me in a way where I was like, it felt more accessible. I don't even know how to explain that. That sounds strange. I'll have to think more about how to explain what I'm trying to say. And present it to you, but like, not to be fucking sentimental, but I'm not getting rid of this. Oh my god, if I throw this, like, okay, the bag opened, but it did not go anywhere. All right, what the hell is this? Oh, this is the Margaret Peterson Tarot. I pissed myself off with this because, this is an old, okay, it's not like old, but it's an older one in that it has like gray, what the hell? Gray borders, and there is like a 25th year anniversary edition or something. I don't know if it's 25, I just made that up, but there is one that has like these dark purple borders, and because I'm fucking annoying, I was like, I don't use this deck very often, even though like I'm drawn to it and I pull it out and look at it a lot. I've seen people act like it's similar to like maybe the Mary L. I don't really, I mean, I guess it has an intensity that feels similar. But I don't reach for this deck very often. And so for some reason I've convinced myself that if I had the one with purple borders instead, I would use it more often, which let's be fucking real, okay? I'm not going to, but well, like what if I do though? Okay. The thing is, it's like $40. Like, do I have $40 for that? Really? No, I don't. Like, or even if I had $40, like I would rather get a deck that I don't already have. Like, I go back and forth on this, okay? Like, as long as I have this deck, I'm never going to be like, okay, I should just go ahead and get the one with the dark purple borders. But, yeah. I'm keeping this. Someday I will get over myself and use this. Or I'll get over myself and get rid of it. Someday, okay? Alright. Yep, we're keeping that. This is not going as well as I'd hoped. Okay, this is a Mages Only deck, and actually, I think it's called the Wide World or something? No. I literally do not remember what this deck is called. Wow. Anyway, it's Mages Only. It's a beautiful little deck. I don't even know if this is still in print. And once again, another out-of-print deck that I cannot remember the name of, so I love that for myself. At one point, I thought that the creator had mentioned that they were working on minors to go with this. Ooh. But then I never saw anything, and that was like years ago, so I suspect that this is just it. The title of this has the word world in it. I promise. Like, I literally have prints. I got this. I bought a couple prints from the shop. The prints are, like, behind me in these box. Things that I need to get frames for. The thing with Mages Only decks is I've tried really hard to, like, be a person that uses them. But I'm not. I just don't. I mean, I have this print and another one that's a deer. Yeah. Beautiful. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I literally just sat here and said to you that I don't use this. And yet, it's not like I'm getting rid of it. I just, I like the bag for this, though. Oh my god. Alright. Here we are at, this is the old, like, indie version of the Wild Unknown Tarot. Here's the thing. I'm not getting rid of this, even though, like, I kind of actively dislike it. And, alright, part of what I dislike isn't even... I'm about to tell on myself here, but, like... This... I don't know how to nicely say what I'm trying to say, and I feel like saying it shittily is going to be way too much. I don't like what this deck and its appearance did to, like, the tarot community. While I don't necessarily have a problem with, you know, people, it becoming, feeling more accessible to more people, it brought in, like, a crowd that I deeply dislike. So, like, what? Okay, the deck is okay. I mean, let's be real. It's fine. If we didn't know, like, the cultural impact of this deck, if this was just a brand new deck that came out, like, I would literally not buy this. I would not get this. I like the black and white with the pops of color, I guess. It's just very Pip-ish to me. And I'm just not really a fan of Pip decks. I'll just throw that one out there. So yeah. I have, like, a complicated relationship with this deck and, like, what it represents to me. But I am not getting rid of it. I just keep it in my complicated feelings. The extra room in the box is for my fucking complicated feelings about it. Wow. I thought I was gonna really be getting rid of some shit here, and so I'm just looking at a bunch of shit and being like, yeah, I'm keeping that forever. Fuck, I don't remember what this deck is called. Oh my god, why don't I remember what any of these? Is this the Arthur Rackham Tarot? I think so. Here's the thing. I actually do use this deck. I always pull it out in winter. It's good wintry colors. People bitch about the way the artwork is cropped. Like, this is a curated deck. People bitch about how the images are cropped, or they don't like the way that it was kind of, like, colors were changed to look more cohesive. I don't care. Okay, that's fine. This deck feels very wintry to me. The whole, like, fairy tale, I mean, obviously a lot of these are literally from, like, illustrations and books of fairy tales. Yeah, this is a deck that I will be keeping. Sorry, I have, like, there's a window right here in front of me, and it felt really dark in here if I closed both curtains, but it was way too bright if I had both open, so, like, I don't know if you can tell. There's, like, a line right here where you can see it. I'm gonna close this one because that's kind of pissing me off. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm keeping this. Fuck, man! I only have one in the get rid of pile! Ugh! Alright, anyway. For some reason when I first started making, bags for my decks, I didn't, like, put a closure on them. I don't know why, but it just had, like, this flap. This is the, what the hell was in here? Oh. Jesus. Why can't I remember anything all of a sudden? Does it start with a P? No. It's not the new Palladini. This is, you know this one. Oh my god. I can't remember what this deck is called, but... You know, I got this deck a long-ass time ago because this is an old-ass deck. I don't ever use it, okay? Like, I don't have the box for it anymore. Honestly, I used this in its box until the box, like, tore up. Oh, what happened to the Hermit here? Oh, that's, like, card damage, okay. Yeah, this deck, the faces are so ugly. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is something somebody else would buy if I just didn't have the box for it. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the Aquarian Tarot. Right? New Palladini is the same guy, but I don't even have that one. Why is that what I remembered? I don't know. I do think I don't want this deck anymore, so You can stay in your little bag. I mean, I guess the bag could go with it. Man, I don't know. I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is the, wow, I didn't put closure on that at all. This is the Herbal Tarot. Here's the thing. I don't work with herbs. I just don't. I know that's horrific for a tarot reader, but, I don't. I was thinking at one point, like, maybe a tarot deck that's kind of herbal themed would help me, like, integrate some of that into my practice, but ultimately it doesn't. I mean, I've had this deck forever and it's still like brand new condition because I just don't use the thing. And honestly, if I were ever to reach for a deck that had like an herbal element, I would go for the Herb Crafters. So, like, honestly, this has been replaced, realistically. I don't know if I still have the box for this or not, but this will be going in the get rid of pile because... Not that I really dislike it, it's just it had like a job that I didn't use it for, and now another deck came along that I actually... Why did I... Fuck, that spilled. Why... Yeah, another deck came along that I actually like, so... Oh my god, we're coming up on 30 minutes here. I don't think I'm even gonna do this whole video. You know what, we'll cut it after a couple more decks and I'll just do the second one and get this shit. Yeah, no one's gonna want to sit here for like hours while I'm doing all of this. Why do I have crystals in some of these, but not all of them? Oh. This is the Heaven and Earth Tarot, I believe. Okay. For some reason, I colored the edges of this. I decided that these were November colors, and I wanted them a couple of years ago, or I wanted it a couple of years ago. I literally, I don't think I've used this deck once. Occasionally, I'll, like, color the edges of a deck to try and see if that, like, I don't know. I'm sitting and working with it, like, just handling it in that way makes me feel like, I don't know, more in tune with the deck or something. It doesn't. If I already like the deck, then I feel like it does, but if I don't really like a deck and I try and do that with it, that it doesn't work. I think that the Magician in this is Jesus. It's just, I'll be honest, this is a fucking boring deck. Like, it's not, there's nothing going on here that was really worth the money that I spent on it, or the time coloring edges of it. So, yeah, this actually can go. I'm pretty sure I do have the box for this, so. You can go. Here comes the Ostara Tarot. Do I use this deck? No. Here's the thing, though. When my grandfather died a few years ago, my grandma went through his stuff and found a Barnes & Noble gift card that she gave to me, and the thing that I bought with that gift card was this deck. So, I know it might sound weird, but I actually use this for, like, some spirit communication. So, yeah, it's not a deck I really reach for anything else. I think the major thing that I did not know at the time of buying it, but I didn't realize that there were different artists. Like, there are 4 different artists. And it actually is jarring, to see some of the different, like, some of them are just so very different from each other. Like, I don't know. There's some artwork in here that I, like, actively dislike. It's, like, childlike. I mean, I guess I'm not against the whole idea of multiple artists, but if they sort of meld their style a little bit closer. But some of these are just... Where are some of the ones that I can't deal with? Oh my god. I'm sure, like this. That just... It's so different to suddenly be in the middle of this deck, so... Yeah, I mean, that's really the reason I don't reach for it for anything else. What the hell is going on here? Searchlight-eyed lion. But, for the reason that I already mentioned... Oops. I will not be getting rid of this. Sorry, holy shit. So I am keeping that. All right, we'll do one more deck and then cut this for today. Jesus. This is the Inkwitch Tarot. I will not be getting rid of this. In fact, looking at it kind of makes me want to pull it out. It's got a lot of like really random things, like someone being knighted, fighting unicorns, a cat, like there's not really a theme to it, which kind of I think makes some people dislike it. But for me, just the randomness of the shit is, I don't know. It's almost freeing. Like this. Yeah, that's not my favorite. I mean, we went from like some of this stuff to that. I mean, yeah, that's kind of a weird one, but. So yeah, no, I'm definitely keeping this though. All right. So, we will call this part 1. I only got 4 decks to get rid of, and oh my god, fuck, a bunch of them just fell. 3 to get rid of, so this did not work out like I was hoping. Anyway, thanks for watching, bye.